Yes! I am finally back. Hello guys, how's it going? I'm finally back after 18 months of being away. And this feels weird. I can't remember how to do this. Not that I was any good at it in the first place, but this feels strange all over again. But anyway, I digress. So I'm not quite sure where to start this off again, seeing as I've been away for so long. So I guess the only place I can start is from my last video, which was about 16 months ago. And basically it was me going to do my first 2 PPL EASA exams. Hey guys, I'm currently on my way to Biggin Hill Airport, where I'm going to be sitting my first EASA PPL exams. And also I just started flying again at the time. So here we are, nearly a year and a half later, and I can confirm, as you may have guessed, that I've passed all 9 EASA exams. And I passed them all relatively well, in a sense. What you're seeing now is pretty accurate. I can't remember the exact pass rate for each one, so what you're seeing is accurate or thereabouts. And I also passed them all first time, and I was pretty confident going into most of them, so I'm really happy with how the exams went. And secondly, as again you may have guessed from the intro, I do finally now have a physical copy of my EASA PPL license. It took the CAA a while to send that through, but we'll get to that in a bit. So I actually passed my skills test back in April, which was about 6 months ago now, so still quite a while ago. And again, I was really happy with how it went. I actually done it in 2 parts. The first part we done just the handling because the weather wasn't too great further afield. Therefore we opted to do the cross country on another day. So again, that went really well. And then about a week later we went up and done the second part for the cross country, which I feel like went flawlessly, to be honest. Not bigging myself up, but the winds were a lot stronger than I had planned for, and they were a lot stronger than were forecasted. So when we were flying our first leg out, it was actually pushing us off to the right. However, I done some off-track correction and we ended up being overhead our destination point exactly. So the examiner thankfully was happy with it all, and I passed my skills test. This was on April 20th. So that was a huge relief. It was great to finally get the PPL done. I've gone a long route, there's no denying that, but ultimately it's going to be worth it, and I can't wait for all the flying that's now ahead. And so, as I was saying, that was actually back in April. So you're probably wondering what the heck I've been doing from then until now. And the truth is, not too much flying wise. After about 3 months after I passed the skills test, I actually done my RT test, which I left till last, which I do not recommend. And again, that went completely fine. To be honest, I was expecting the RT test to be a lot harder from what I'd been told and the revision that I had to do, but ultimately it was pretty good. And so then after I completed my RT test, I then didn't send off my documents until about a month later, and this was all because it was costing money, which I didn't have the time. You know, the RT test is 200 and something pound. To send off the documents is another 200 pounds, so I was quite strapped for cash, and this is what was delaying all these processes. And so after the privilege of sending the CAA 200 plus pounds, it then took 7 weeks for my license to arrive. They said the going rate is about 4 weeks, but mine took about 7. So that was quite excruciating waiting for that to come through, which is why you can tell from the intro I'm so happy that it's finally here. And so what seems to be a running theme in my aviation adventure, everything has just taken a lot longer than I want it to be. And as I'm sure you're all aware, money and weather is just a constant obstacle that's standing in the way. So lastly, the intro that you saw not long ago, it wasn't entirely accurate. I have been a lot more productive with my time than playing with ping pong balls and paper. I've actually had 3 awesome holidays this year. At the beginning of June, I went away to Greece with my family. And then at the end of June, early July, I went to Croatia with a group of friends, and we went to Hideout Festival, which was amazing. And Croatia is a beautiful place. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be that beautiful. And then lastly, in July, me and one of my friends went to Trolltunga, which you may know is a popular hiking destination in Norway. And I can honestly say that's probably the best and biggest adventure I've ever been on in my life. So it's kind of mostly been my fault that I haven't had money for flying, because I have been spending it elsewhere on holidays. But no more. I realised that if I'm serious about flying, I really need to start making it my #1 priority and start saving money, so that when I do want to go flying, I have the money to do so, and so that I can plan some trips and start hour building and getting more ratings on my license. And most importantly, just to start having some fun with it. And so it's been a long time coming. I can finally say that I'm completely done with the PPL. There's no more to do. I can start flying at my own leisure with no ropes attached, and I can really start making the most of flying and start doing things that I've been dreaming about for a long time. So without further ado, I think that's enough of me talking, and once and for all, we finally go for some pleasure flying. Man, does it feel good to be flying again. I'm definitely going to start making up for some lost time, and ultimately flying is what makes me happy, so it's what I need to be doing more of. And it feels so good to be making YouTube videos again. I honestly didn't plan for it to be so long without making one, and I generally have missed it, and I've wanted to be making this video for a long time. But as we were saying earlier, things have just taken a lot longer than planned. So this is usually the part where I say something really optimistic about I'm going to be making a video every week or making 2 videos every week. But ultimately I'm not going to make any more failed promises. I'm just going to see how it goes, but I can assure you that I do want to make consistent YouTube videos. And one last thing, guys, unfortunately we're gonna have to end this episode on a sad note. About a week ago my cat Junior passed away, who was kind of a mascot for this channel. I felt he made special appearances in quite a few videos, and obviously my outro slate is of him. And Junior was in the family for 16 years, so I really feel like not only just lost a pet, but lost a family member and lost a friend. So I'm gonna dedicate this episode to my cat Junior. So thank you for watching, guys, and thank you to everyone who's been subscribing and commenting when I've been away. I have seen them and it has meant a lot, and I can't wait to finally get the ball rolling again. And so guys, I hope to see you all again soon. It's been a pleasure. Peace.